We have 2 talks now in a row by Deborah Harding from the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. Her first talk is entitled Chief Red Cloud's War Shirt. Deborah, are you here?
Yes, there I am. Move so there's not a sprout coming out of the top of my head. Okay. Can I have my picture? Well, okay. First, greetings from the area we now call Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I want to acknowledge the ancestors and the indigenous people who continue to be steward of these lands. This includes, but is not limited to, the people who we call Monongahela because we don't know what they called themselves, the Haudenosaunee, the Delaware, and Shawnee peoples. Now, I'm sorry, I had to sneak into the museum after a lockdown to get the photo of this shirt, so it's not all beautiful. But at any rate, if we were in Edinburgh, I would have asked for a show of hands to how many people have heard of Red Cloud. He was born around 1822 and was one of the most important leaders of the Oglala Lakota from about 1868 to his death in 1909. In 1904, he sold the shirt to a dealer, Pat Ryan, who had purchased a number of things from him previously. This shows how dire things had gotten for him and his family on the reservation because of the significance of this shirt. It was probably one of the last things that he let go. Now, war shirts, also known as hair shirts or scalp shirts, were only worn by those who had earned the right through their bravery and skill in war, and were of the highest personal character. Only 4 men in any one band at a time were permitted to wear such a shirt. Now, you could be a wonderful warrior, a very brave man, but if you had earned one of these things, and you had to be honorable, generous, humble, responsible to the community, a wise counselor, the highest possible character of bringing all the ideals of what a Lakota man should be before you could wear such a shirt. And if you'd earned one and through a lapse of judgment or your character changed, it could be taken away from you. Now, wearing the shirt was such a great honor that the women of the family, would provide the hair for these streamers. And the women normally only cut their hair for things like mourning the death of a relative, so you can see it was very important. Initially we wanted to exhibit this when we opened the Alcoa Foundation Hall of American Indians in 1998. But our Lakota consultants asked us not to. They were afraid that people would think that the hair were from scalp locks, because, like, say 90% of people don't read label copy. So instead, and Pat Ryan even referred to this as a scalp shirt in the letter he wrote to John Beck offering him the shirt. We eventually got this from John Beck along with about 12,000 other items. So we could illustrate the tradition of this shirt and the warrior status in our exhibit. We used a Crow war shirt instead, which had ermine tails and dyed horsehair on it that don't look anything like human hair. So anybody have any questions? No, don't all jump up at once.
We got time for 1 minute, very, very quickly.
Nope. Okay.
All right, we'll go to the next talk.